I live.
Wow.
And
Uh,
He's been awake since 2
Welcome
p.m.
back.
You've been living.
It's been
You brought back
10,000 years.
Yeah. Well, has it?
no, you're
When's the-
fine.
When's the last time we streamed this?
We did this
Last week.
I think
But,
Yeah.
go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
but I haven't seen. I literally haven't even been able to catch the VODs of the last 3 streams because of how busy I've been.
Sad.
Love that.
But you were there though.
I was there last time on our robot shenanigans. By the way, robot shenanigans. What happened last time?
Robot shenanigans mostly. There's a hostage situation. They've got Trucy. They got fucking Trucy.
They got
They got
Trucy.
Trucy. Trucy's fucking dead.
Right.
We should have known as soon as they gave her screen time that she was about to die.
But yes, we
So,
are now
yeah.
on trial where Athena is being accused of a murder 7 years ago.
And
Yep.
we're having it take place in the destroyed courtroom because we couldn't legally get a real courtroom to do this
Oh, right.
kind of not real trial that's kind of happening.
It wasn't much as we couldn't legally, it was everyone else was busy. So, like, we had to take a mock area just to work.
But this
it
isn't
out.
like a sanctioned trial. We're just kind of talking.
No.
Yeah, it's just like a if this was real, this is how it would go. But it's not. So wink.
Yeah. Interesting situation.
Anyways, we are also in the middle of a witness statement. So, Panko, could you read your line before I press you?
No, okay.
I went to the robotics lab at about 2 p.m. for my regular recharge.
Hold it. Your regular recharge? What is that exactly?
I have to refill my battery's power or else I stop working. I go to the lab to do that.
I'm done.
And look, Edgeworth. He's here too.
So that I'm here too. So that recharge occurred around 2 p.m. around the time of the murder?
That's right. I go every day at 2 p.m.
2 p.m. 2 p.m.
Just as I was about to charge up, Athena came in and hugged Mommy Midas.
Hold it? Hugged her, huh? Which Edgeworth took to mean stabbed her with a weapon.
Oh yeah, the person we're talking about being murdered, Athena's mom.
You said the two of them were talking before Miss Sykes hugged her mother, is that right?
Yes, they were talking very loudly, but I couldn't tell what they were saying.
Couldn't tell, even though they were speaking so loudly.
I'm only allowed to listen to voices that are directed at me.
What?
If it listened to every voice, it would be a little better than a mobile eavesdropper.
Privacy concerns, you know.
I get it. Well, that explains why some of Panko's testimony is so vague.
Well, you see, just like how we have directional speakers, we could obviously have directional microphones.
Or I
Shotgun
guess
mic.
maybe it's
Got
a
it.
It's the
program
future of
to-
2026.
It's just
Wait.
Listen, 2026.
I mean, technically,
Or
this
7,
is
something
still
like
the
that.
future.
True,
Oh, wait, is
a
it-
lot could happen.
What month are we in? Are we in March?
We are
I
in
don't
March,
remember.
they are in December. I think this is still like a year in the future
Okay,
or
this is
so.
December.
I look forward to the Christmas updates.
It's a shame that our little friend wasn't listening in, however. We could have learned what they were talking about just before Dr. Sykes was killed. Now then, what happened after that?
And then Mommy Midas fell down. After that, I was recharging, so I don't know anything.
I don't want to delve too deeply here, but
I'm gonna anyways.
I'm gonna. Could you tell us how the victim appeared and acted at this moment?
Mommy Midas was very surprised when she was hugged. I heard her heart pound.
Her heart?
Mr. Wright, have you forgotten about this document we found in the robotics lab?
Yes.
These robots have a heartbeat detection system.
Now that he mentions it, I do remember reading something like that there.
Hey, there it is.
they detect the presence of people by the sound of their heartbeats. But wait a minute. That means if Dr. Sykes really did die at this moment, Punko, how was Dr. Sykes after she fell down? Could you still hear the sound of her heartbeat?
Let's see. The moment she fell, her heart was pounding.
Hey.
After that, I don't know. I just started recharging them.
Of all the unlucky timing, if you had heard anything after that, it could have possibly proved that the hug wasn't actually the moment of the murder.
I'm very sorry. I'm afraid I don't know. I'm very sorry.
Do we know? Do we have her autopsy? We do! Ah.
Between.
Well, read
So,
the next
it says
line.
instant death.
Oh, there wouldn't be a lot of hugging in a
Yeah, there wouldn't be
So if her
enough.
heart- Yeah, if her heart was pounding while she fell, then she hadn't been stabbed yet.
It's the idea here, at least.
Yeah. It's slim, but it's reasonable doubt. The robot is designed to go into sleep mode automatically, so it can't be helped. But it does appear it detected an increased heart rate at the moment of the stabbing.
Haha!
After Mommy Metis' heart started pounding in surprise, she fell by the window. It was the round window, on the workbench side of the room.
The workbench, huh? Punko must be talking about that table to the right of where that giant robot is now. Is there something critical in Ponko's statement just now? Yeah.
Clap!
Yeah, shut up.
Slap up. Your Honor, I believe the statement is critical. I'd like it added to her testimony. Yeah.
I think we
Oh.
said this was Jay.
Jay?
I think it's
Pretty
Jay.
sure.
Well, I am the brother to Dave. Punko, would you please add that to your testimony? That's a good little girl.
Don't say it like that.
It's just a robot!
This is how my voice works.
Mommy Metis fell down near the round window on the workbench side of the room.
That doesn't necessarily sound wrong.
How come? Can we look at that picture again?
We can.
How come she's got blood on her chest, but there's... Oh, that's not blood on the coat, is it? Damn it. Never mind.
Yeah, but this is the same side they're talking. Wait a minute.
Is her hands backwards?
Yeah. Window.
That's not the window they're talking about. So
That's a square window.
what Ponko saw and what's in this picture are different. Sure is. You want to
Probably
present that
not
picture about it?
important. It's fine.
Okay.
Do we want to present or do we want to keep going?
Do you want to press or do you just want to move on?
Up to you.
Take it.
Okay.
We're smart. We're so smart.
We're so smart.
Ponko, your statement may have just inspired a breakthrough.
I was helpful? Hooray! I'm so happy.
Just to be sure, let's go over it again, okay? The victim fell near the window on the workbench side of the room. However, her body was discovered on the operating table.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but every table and the workbench are two different locations. So you sneak on in there.
Exactly, Your Honor. We've just learned a new crucial fact. What could explain the two very different locations of the body? I'll tell you what. Which one is the
victim
who's
moved? We don't want to argue the defendant moved the body
Yeah,
because
the defendant is Athena?
Yes.
Is that
and
right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Athena is at this point, I think, 12-year-old little girl
Yeah, you're
carrying
right.
a
Good point.
dead mother.
Let's say victim moved. Let's say victim
cold.
moved. An 11-year-old girl
I was
couldn't have
wrong.
moved the heavy body of an adult.
My bad. I was 1 year off.
You were off by 1 year.
So the only explanation is that the victim walked to the operating table herself. In other words, what Ponko observed near the workbench couldn't possibly have been the moment of the murder.
I guess she could have been dragged over, but there would have been markings everywhere about that.
Yeah, that would have been very obvious.
May blood.
Mhm.
Whew, I am very relieved to hear that. Glad to know that the murder wasn't committed in front of little Punko here.
That's the
good
part
little
you're happy
girl.
about?
Yes, I'm a big
Judge.
fan of Punko.
Athena!
Who?
Mm-hmm. Yep, of course, sir. As we just heard in the testimony, Miss Sykes hugged her mother, nothing more.
Objection.
Right.
Wrong?
Thanks for right.
Edgeworth?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It's been 8 years, but you're still just as green as ever.
He just got his badge back.
Tell me I'm blue.
Green?
Tell me I'm blue. Yep.
But I can't recall ever seeing Mr. Right in anything but a blue suit, except for those cameos in,
Ignore his
Ghost
pink.
Trick.
See, here in Japanifornia, we have the same word for both blue and green.
That's true. Well, you know what? That's true. Hey, blue's my favorite color. What can I say? Come
Hey.
on.
Out
I bet that the original Japanese joke was something along those lines. I bet it was.
Maybe.
If the defendant couldn't move the body herself, she could have had it moved for her.
Moved for her, but Miss Sykes and Dr. Sykes were the only ones there.
Yes, Jay?
I agree. Since this robot is equipped with a heartbeat detection system,
I don't trust you being fine. What happened?
Oh. Get your face out of here.
Get out of the way. I'm trying to read lines. In Japan, his name is green, but blue in the global version. It would have been aware of another person's presence if someone else had been there. Waggle, waggle. We can therefore conclude that the defendant and the victim were the only ones present.
Then who do you suggest move the body?
Don't you know it's in the nature of a robot to help people do things? Miss Penko, allow me to ask you a question.
My name is Ponko. Say it with me. Ponko.
Panko Breadcrumb. I believe you said you were cleaning after Dr. Sykes fell down. Did you happen to move something large onto the operating table?
Yes, I did.
Fuck.
Athena asked me to.
Ponka!
Ah, fuck.
Athena asked you to.
And what did you move, little Punko?
I don't know. Unless something has an ID tag, I can't tell what it is.
Oh, an ID tag, you say?
Yes, a tag with a barcode on it. We robots scan them to tell us what a thing is.
That paper in the lab did mention something about that. Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag, it said. So if somebody wasn't wearing either of those things, they just wouldn't be identifiable?
Yeah. So it would appear that Miss Penko here can't identify what was moved.
My name is Ponko.
But we humans have the power to imagine what it was, do we not?
Imagine it.
We do?
Well, I do at the very least. Miss Penko, on the defendant's command, moved the body onto the operating table.
That was Ponko.
Ponko, did you really move Dr. Sykes' body? This is really important. Isn't there any way you could tell?
I don't know. Without an ID tag, I can't tell.
Give it up, right? If the victim's heart was stopped, the robot's detection system would be useless. Furthermore, Dr. Sykes usually wore her white coat while she was working. She kept the jacket with her ID tag on it draped over a chair in the robotics lab, and only wore it for special occasions. In other words, the victim wasn't wearing her ID tag at the time. From the robot's point of view, her body was simply just another object.
Objection!
Objection! But Ponko is
There.
equipped with a facial recognition system.
Thank you.
If she really did move the victim, she would have recognized the body as Dr. Sykes. But she didn't, so that means...
Objection!
Objection. A face can easily be covered with a piece of cloth, a mask, or anything else for that matter. With her facial features hidden, the robot wouldn't be able to tell it was Dr. Sykes.
Oh, he's right.
To summarize, Miss Sykes stabbed her mother near the workbench, then, using the robot, she moved the body to the table, where she removed the sword and was stained in blood.
Order! But if that's the case, then I have a question. Why did the defendant move the body to the operating table in the first place?
You want a reason? Very well.
What? You can't possibly have an explanation.
Your emotions blind you to the truth. You could learn a lot from our robot friends. Beep boop. Calm and rational thought will open your eyes to the truth in front of you, Mr. Wright. Now then, do you remember the operating table's one special feature?
I believe I read that books can be assembled. No, robots can be assembled and disassembled there. Isn't that right?
That's right. That's right. I'm Edgeworth, your judge. That's Panko. And to the defendant, who was just a child at the time,
My name is Ponko.
the table was like a magic box that could make robots appear or disappear in seconds.
But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked just like magic to me, what she could do.
You can't possibly be suggesting.
This young, sheltered girl had a difficult time distinguishing robots from people. But take a look at Ponko's arm. No,
But take a look
beg
at
your pardon.
Ponko's arm. Yeah, it's okay. It was Miss Sykes who bandaged it up like that.
I just thought that machines heal in the same way that people do. What an adorable, naive mistake. It reminds me of my own grandchild. Also bald.
No way. I refuse to believe it.
Miss Sykes made a childish, naive, and cruel mistake. She thought that if a robot could be dismantled and vanished without a trace,
Prosecutor Edgeworth! If you're about to claim what I think you're about to claim, I demand that you word it as delicately as you can.
with all due respect, Your Honor, this game is rated M.
Oh, shit.
For meanies?
All I can do is present the truth as it stands. We get one F-bomb.
Fuck! Oh, no, wait.
Who gets to say it?
Well,
Gotta be Phoenix, right? Just instead of one of Phoenix's many gahs, he just says fuck.
Pearl gets it.
Oh,
The
well.
reason the defendant moved the victim's body to the operating table
Hold it! No! Don't say another word. Just stop!
Slammer was to dismantle the evidence so that she could get away with her crime.
That can't be true.
I think she did it!
Not now.
Order in the court! Order in the court, I say!
Edgeworth, she was just a little kid. How can you say such a horrible thing?
Horrible. Like I said, you're just as green as ever. I came here today as a prosecutor to seek only the truth. No more, no less. My theory is simply the result of a rational consideration of every possibility.
Objection! But dismantling isn't the table's only function. It can make repairs as well. It's conceivable that Miss Sykes moved the mother to the table in order to fix her.
I suppose that could be another way of interpreting it. But dismantle or repair doesn't matter either way.
What do you mean?
After murdering her mother, Miss Sykes may have come to her senses. Perhaps she did want to make it appear as if it had never happened. And that's why she tried to repair her mother. Yes, that's one possible explanation.
But
But we mustn't forget the facts of this case. The victim was observed to fall down after being hugged by the defendant. And the body was moved per the defendant's command. These two facts, facts that indicate the defendant's guilt, remain unchanged.
this just can't be true.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence to refute the prosecution's claim?
Evidence. Right. Let's see. I can't think of any. I'm afraid I don't have any evidence.
Since becoming since becoming Prince Prosecutor,
Huh?
I don't know. Since becoming Chief Prosecutor, I've learned that the truth isn't always pretty.
The truth is you're losing your
blue.
words.
unlike the Prince Prosecutor.
Prince Charming. The clock's about to strike midnight, right? And Prince Charming is running away with your. I've lost.
All
his-
right, Edgeworth. All right.
Someone give me a drink.
Not
Come
now.
back, lad! Come back!
Look,
Come back to
I'm
us.
trying to keep it cool, but this case is really stressful to me, right?
That's fair.
This is really fucked
You're
up.
accusing this girl of murder.
Repairing your mother.
Yeah, and then dismantling her. Oh. Okay, just gotta breathe. Just gotta breathe. Okay. Now accept the truth, Mr. Wright. Your subordinate murdered her own mother. Your Honor, the prosecution demands a verdict. The hostages have suffered enough.
What a terrible and tragic conclusion.
Oh yeah, and there's a hostage crisis.
Mm-hmm.
A what?
I can't take it anymore.
If the defense has no counter-argument, I see no further to prolong it further, this trial.
Edgeworth's argument seems solid enough, but there's no way Athena could have ever done anything like that. What do I do? There has to be something, but I can't think of a single thing. Honko? Oh.
Objection.
No, why?
Prosecutor Blackwell, please don't hit me! Where's the bird?
Barfleaf, please escort this man out of the premises.
I'm the prosecutor here.
No.
I'm not the defendant in the weird scenario here. This is quite the farce you're conducting here. I could die from laughter.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is that your argument is based on an entirely false premise.
Go on, we're listening. Could this be the miracle I need, please? But what is Prosecutor Blackwell trying to pull here?
You're forgetting that I did.
7 years. For 7 long years. This case has been on my mind. Not for an instant did I not think of it. I'm the one who killed my mentor. And don't think you can alter that fact now. Your boldness, I will take to the stand, and I won't take no for an answer.
Of course, Prosecutor Blackwell. Please go ahead.
I went to the Cosmos Space Center with the intention of killing Dr. Sykes. But when I got to the robotics lab, I found Athena there instead. I would not be swayed from my purpose, so I waited for Dr. Sykes to return. And then, I committed the act. Ah, how cathartic it was! Yes... Judge? Was it something I said?
Cool confession, bro.
Cathartic is just a really funny word.
I thought I mispronounced it.
No.
No, you got it.
But small, tiny little Ponko here witnessed the victim.
The victim.
Oh no, you did it to me.
The victim, that's
Pass the
correct.
torch. Learn how to.
It's
The
being
victim
spread.
falling. In other words. Objection. In other words.
I don't need any of your other words, old man. I can guess what happened.
Ooh, which would be?
She fell means she fell. Merely that. A mother and child fooling around. Perhaps she tripped. Not that it matters. When I entered the lab, there was no trace of Dr. Sykes to be seen. There was no dead body either, of course. Meaning she must have left the room.
So the murder occurred after the time period Ponko described in her testimony?
You should hardly take stock in the words of a wind-up toy.
Objection!
Then how do you explain the fact that the defendant had the robot move something?
There's many things inside that room. Athena was always tinkering with the robots on the operating table to amuse herself. And she always had Ponko move the heavy ones for her. That day was no different. Ponko moved a heavy robot for Athena.
This is awful. What he's saying seems to make sense.
Objection!
Prosecutor Blackwell, are you trying even now to turn away from the truth? Don't you realize we could bring the dark age of the law to a close today?
Objection!
Shut it! You expect too much from me. I'm just a murderer. Beyond redemption. Why don't you just let me go so I can settle down into hell?
Prosecutor Blackwell's execution is tomorrow. If the truth doesn't come out now, it's all over.
Are you saying the little girl and the robot had nothing to do with the murder? That'd be great.
That's right. So let's hear your verdict. If we don't hurry, I might miss the ferry across the Styx.
Don't you dare, Judge! Don't forget I have hostages over here! And Simon, how long are you going to cover for her?
Miss Blackwell!
Forgive me, Aura. I never wanted you to do anything like this for me.
Who is this Aura?
It's you, Aura. But you agreed to this trial. If you have a counter-argument, then present your evidence. That's the rule of the courtroom. Isn't that right, Chief Prosecutor?
Blackwell, you selfish bastard.
Hey! We're saving that. Well, to be fuck, I don't like this, but it is my duty to make a decision.
Good one, Jay.
I guess the judge got the one.
The judge got it. Wow.
He took it.
He stole it away from everybody else.
I was a meanie all along. If no one has a counter argument, I will announce my verdict with this gavel.
Is this really happening? Is it really going to end just like it did 7 years ago?
I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out of here and go save him.
No, I can't tell her. But how can I lie to Athena? If I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I can't let this happen. But I just don't have the evidence to counter Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony. Hubba bubba. Hubba bubba. Ah! Athena, what are you feeling okay?
I can hear it. I can hear the voice of his heart. He's hiding something.
If he really is, I could sure use Athena's help here. Her power might be just the thing to get us through this.
Objection!
Sykes, Dono. No need for you to chime in here. Just accept that you're innocent.
Objection!
These past 7 years, they've been just as hard on me, you know?
What are you talking about?
Do you remember? That horrible, horrible trial. Please, you have to listen to me! He didn't kill her! His heart is screaming that he didn't kill her! Even now, every time I stand in a courtroom, it comes back to haunt me. Not being heard, no matter how hard you try, feeling so helpless.
No, that's just Pain doing that to you. Pain just does
Yeah,
that
that's
to
just
people.
Yeah, as a
Pain
sidebar,
face.
it's super funny to watch Pain just doff his hair and Athena be like,
Yeah, right?
and then this asshole.
He just doffed his hair.
God.
Terrifyingly.
Caught in people's stares, so scared that it feels like your chest is in a vise. I'm terrified of courtrooms. I want to run out of that door even now.
And yet you found a way to keep your fears at bay and become a lawyer.
Thanks. That's because one day, I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard, and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be. This day has finally come. The day I've been looking forward to with all my heart. This is why I became a lawyer. This is why I studied psychology. It was all to save you from this false conviction.
But, Miss Sykes, do you realize what that would mean? You are the accused, after all. If you prove Prosecutor Blackwell innocent, then there are no other options.
The only thing that
obviously.
matters is the truth. It's my duty to find out what that truth is. Simon, please give me this chance. The chance to shake off this fear that's been with me for 7 years and to face the truth.
Athena's being so brave confronting her past like this. This might really be the last chance to save them both. Prosecutor Blackwell, please testify one more time about the incident 7 years ago.
Fine. But your efforts will surely be in vain. For I am not a man who can be cut down easily.
Here we go, Simon. Let me hear the voice of your heart.
Why don't we start playing Kingdom Hearts?
Start?
I went to the Cosmos Space Center with the intention of killing Dr. Sykes. But when I got to the robotics lab, I found Athena there instead.
Why are you happy?
I would not be swayed from my purpose, so I waited for Dr. Sykes to return.
This guy's pose.
He's so happy.
I posed like that for 6 hours.
And then I committed the act. Ah, how cathartic it was.
This guy spends so much time at the mall.
Now, which one do you guys want to pinpoint?
Why he happy?
Why he happy
doing
to
this?
see Athena?
Yeah. This feeling of happiness. Even though the person you were looking for wasn't there, you felt happy. Why is that?
Simple. When I was looking for Athena and hadn't found her yet, I grew worried. So when I saw her in the robotics lab, I was happily relieved. Merely that.
Oh, wow. Just now you said you went to the Space Center to kill Dr. Sykes. But the first thing you did was look for her daughter instead?
I had no intention of harming Athena, so I wanted to confirm that she was safe first. It was just part of my plan. Nothing contradictory about that.
The second I find an inconsistency, he cuts it down.
Simon knows the principles of analytical psychology. There's less noise now, but I don't see any instabilities we can latch onto.
I was afraid of that. We'll just have to keep chipping away at him then, bit by bit. Could you update his testimony, Athena?
You got it, boss.
Went to the Cosmos Space Center. Pat, 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 pit, pat, pat, boom, pat, pit, pat.
Yeah, easy.
But I'm persuaded.
Now this is sad. Why is this sad now?
Yeah.
It said happy before, but now it says sad.
Yeah, great. Not even you can falsify your emotions, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Watch me.
When you said that you killed Dr. Sykes in your testimony, you felt sadness. Why would someone who had lain in wait to kill her be sad at her death?
Such an obvious attack. Yes, I felt sadness, but it wasn't for her. I felt sorrow for Athena and her circumstances.
Yeah, you can't be talking about that, can he?
I was just a convenient subject for her research.
Oh, right, I also talk in flashbacks. Dr. Sykes was so intent on her research that she forced her daughter to undergo experiments.
My objective was to save Athena from an obsessive scientist who treated her own daughter like a research subject.
What?
I went to the psychology lab first. That's where I would usually find Athena playing. But that day was different. I'd heard someone crying in the robotics lab next door. Was Athena being subjected to yet another experiment? I thought as I went to see. Conveniently, Athena had cried herself to sleep. So all I had to do was wait and kill.
So that's why he was relieved when he saw Athena. But is this story really true? I'm not sure how much to believe.
Mr. Wright?
How are you doing, Athena? Still hanging in there?
I'm a lot stronger than I look, boss. Now, take a look at this. The noise level actually increased.
Fuck you.
Oh. It went up? I've never seen it do that before.
It do go up.
Counseling bad?
Fuck your counseling. I said watch me and you watched me.
Prosecutor Blackwell is lying somewhere in his testimony. As a matter of fact, he's piling a lie on top of a lie in an attempt to make his claim sound more believable. He's trying even harder to suppress his true feelings, and that's what's causing the noise.
How in the world should I approach this? An evidence-based approach might work if I can find a contradiction.
Look, I know I signed up for therapy, but you're getting too close to my actual issues.
Otherwise, I should look for an inconsistency in his emotions.
There are no flaws in my testimony, and his boldness is prepared to give his verdict.
The gavel's still up.
Good. Give up on this lost cause and let the law free me of these chains already.
Objection! You're staying in them. I don't think so. Not while I'm around. Now, contradictory testimony or inconsistent emotions. Which should I tackle first? I'm thinking emotions, just plot-wise, so Athena can keep doing stuff. Right?
Makes sense.
Maybe.
I guess.
I have a
Try
feeling
it.
we're gonna get to both
I'm
eventually.
outvoted.
Okay. Well, okay, let's look for inconsistent emotions.
Got it, boss. But if you want to try looking for a contradictory statement instead, just let me know. I can easily switch over.
Okay.
Good, that's what I was hoping.
I heard crying from the next door. Of course I was
Right.
worried.
That's new.
You surprised now?
Well, I heard crying.
Well,
Okay, yeah, that's not contradictory.
Often surprising.
I heard over and opened the door to the robotics lab. Pit pat 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 pit pat pat.
Pat, 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 pat.
But before I could lead Athena out of there, curse my luck, Dr. Sykes came in. I refused to hand Athena over, so I had no choice but to kill my mentor.
these emotions are all over the place. Saps, if we swapped over to the other one, what would you be focusing on?
Oh, I would like to see what we can do.
If you see an unusual or out of place emotion, just point it out.
Is there really an inconsistency in his emotions, though?
You could take a break and go to looking for a contradictory testimony.
Okay.
Let's take a look and see what's
Saps,
different.
Yeah, if you have something in mind. Okay, let's compare the testimony with the evidence one more time.
So, her crying. Let's see. That's a death at this date. Just trying to see if there's anything here. Moonrock. Picture.
Would Ponko have known that Athena was crying?
Hard to say.
We can't press anything. Let's see. Anything here? It was the knife!
Oh.
Space Museum, full replica. Pop capsule. Picture.
Can we look at the statements again?
A crime from next door. Of course I was worried. I heard over and opened the door to the robotics lab. But before I could lead Athena out of there, curse my luck, Dr. Sykes came in. I refused to hand Athena over, so I had no choice but to kill my mentor.
unless we're gonna start pressing things, I don't see anything weird in what he's saying.
We can't press either, so.
We can't press here?
Nope.
Oh, you can only present
I'm-
evidence.
I'm thinking emotions. It doesn't.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like an evidence situation.
Rep.
If you find an inconsistent statement, present evidence to the contrary.
Is there really a contradiction in this testimony, though?
Mr. Wright? If we can't find any contradictory testimony, we could try looking for inconsistent emotions.
Okay, maybe we better look for inconsistent emotions now. Let's give it a shot.
It's also the benefit of we are not punished for doing this. We're punished for doing the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
Good test. Good test. Okay. So he's got a lot going on emotionally. Why is he surprised that she's crying? Maybe that's not weird though.
I mean, hearing someone cry, you would be a little surprised.
That's fair.
However, I do think there's a possibility of like, well, you mentioned it. He's now more surprised to actually find her crying. He's more surprised.
Oh, is he more? Wait, is he more surprised now?
Ah,
Yes.
Let's try that.
What?
Yeah.
Why are you crying, little girl?
How odd. Why would you register surprise at opening the door to the lab?
All right, fine. I'll explain if I must. What surprised me was Ponko. That toy figure attacked me. Dr. Sykes knew full well of my plan to rescue Athena, but she couldn't stand guard over her daughter 24 hours a day.
So Dr. Sykes had Ponko do it?
That's right. She ordered Ponko to forcibly remove me on sight. So I slashed Ponko up with a katana that was there in the lab. That rickety old puppet, it wasn't worthy of that fine blade.
Mr. Wright, it's happening again. There's even more noise now.
What is going on with this man? What is going on with this man?
I challenge you and you bit the bait!
Are you mentally sound? It's at 100%
No!
now. What's going on here?
I murdered
I'm
someone! What the fuck do you think?
I'm lying. I'm telling the truth. I'm lying. I'm telling the truth. What is it?
Whenever we find an opening, he covers it up with lies. I'll never get rid of this noise at this rate.
It's pretty hard to keep telling it coherent lies like that. His mind and will really are as sharp and strong as a katana.
Of course it's mentally sound. That's what all the noise is.
Oh. All right. What should I tackle first this time?
Testimony. Testimony.
Keep going
testimony.
emotions. Why?
No,
Why this time?
Because if he slashed the katana, how could Ponko have lifted an object like she said she did?
You all right? Yeah. I think there might be an inconsistency in Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony.
All right, let's give it a thorough check then.
With a feeling of dread, I opened the robotics lab door. Just then, Huzzah! Ponko attacked me. I retaliated by cutting it into pieces. And before I could lead Athena out of there, curse my luck, Dr. Sykes came in and killed her.
Yeah, go to that Ponko
Okay.
statement and then put Ponko's account. Do we have Ponko's account in
No.
evidence?
Yeah. Do we?
No?
Do we have
No.
something? Something that talks about Ponko, surely. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm,
We have the law of robotics. Here it is.
can determine the presence of recognized people by scanning their spacesuit. Can also recognize a person by facial features. Can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice.
Ponko wouldn't have known that it was Blackwell because he probably wasn't in a uniform with an ID, right?
But the facial
Okay.
recognition.
Yeah, the facial recognition. though.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Because we've established that he was actually there quite a lot, right? Because
Okay, fair enough.
he's
Never mind
Sykes' mentor. Sykes was his mentor, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, what else do we have? Autopsy report, picture of the body, bloody katana. The victim's body was found on a printing table, katana with the victim's staff jacket, and a card were found nearby. This was the other side.
Can we look at emotions?
But why?
Because I'm not immediately thinking of what we should present here, and it's good.
What
to have
if I
information.
say
Yeah, if we don't have anything-
I am fairly confident we have something.
Well then, what's your pick?
Nah. Explain why.
Bloody arm on the robots.
Oh,
Oh.
you think because there's already blood on this arm that
This makes sense.
Ponko being dismantled had to have happened after the murder.
Mm-hmm.
This makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. Yep.
I'm on board.
Yep.
Objection!
Compounding lies with more lies is never the answer, Prosecutor Blackwell. Take a look at this photo.
Ha.
That's the photo of the supposed moment of the murder, isn't it?
How many more times must I see that which damned me of my sin?
The ironic thing is, I think this picture is actually going to be your savior now.
What?
See the bloodstain at the end of Ponko's arm where it was severed with a katana?
I hope you aren't claiming that it's the robot's blood, Mr. Wright.
No, Your Honor. Most likely the blood was transferred there from the bloody katana.
The katana already had blood on it? So then it must have been the victim's blood.
That's right. But if that's the case, we've found a glaring inconsistency. You said in your testimony that you cut up Ponko and then you killed Dr. Sykes. But in spite of that, the victim's blood is already on Ponko's arm in this picture.
What? But that couldn't be!
Exactly. In order for the blood to have transferred from the sword to Ponko's arm, the victim must have been stabbed first before the robot was slashed. In other words, Slappa, Prosecutor Blackwell, your entire testimony is nothing but one giant ball of lies. Tell the court the truth, Prosecutor Blackwell, now.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you gotta.
You have no idea what you're doing!
His voice. There's so much discord. I'm hearing not just one or two, but a bunch of rampaging emotions here. It's hard to describe. It's like a violent whirlpool or something.
It's despair!
Despair.
Phoenix writes, you will pay for this. Never have I been forced to reveal so much, but the rest I'll take to my grave!
Hey, yo, Prosecutor Blackwell. You are on the witness stand. You are obligated to tell the truth. Isn't that the rule of the courtroom?
All of these complex emotions, they seem to be flowing from one source. I think whatever he really saw that day is what's causing these feelings.
Noise, clear son.
Following the sound of crying, I opened the lab door and then
All the emotions.
I saw it. That terrible scene. But before I could lead Athena out of there, cursed my luck till the Sykes came in. I had no choice but to kill my mentor.
Everything's going nuts.
Everything. But this is we can point on a certain
Oh, it's one of
object.
these. It's one of
Mans
these.
is feeling everything right now.
I can
go back
feel the universe!
Go back to Ponko? That terrible scene. What terrible scene? You haven't told us what's happening. Ponko?
I guess Ponko. Ponko's got a new thing here in this scene.
The root cause of all these emotions is this! It's not Ponko.
I'm actually not getting any particularly big reading there, Mr. Wright.
Guess that's not it then. What could have caused Blackwell to react with all those emotions all at once? The murderer?
Well, like...
I
him?
think the terrible.
or her?
I think the terrible scene would be what's causing his emotions, right?
Is it
What?
Athena?
I guess it must be.
Oh, wait. Is the chair here in this shot at all because she is already dead and she's sitting on the chair? That's what the terrible scene is?
He'd be reacting to that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always
It's definitely. Now it's that.
You thought.
What? What do you mean? Oh, I was so sure about that. Come on. That made sense.
That was a big brain play.
Aw.
I liked the thought process.
Damn it. It would have explained everything, because then he would have. Well, no. How to get.
And she's
the
crying
blood
because
on
her
the
mom's
sword
dead? Oh, yeah.
The only two other things here is Blackwood and Athena, but we could take something else if you want to.
Click Athena.
then. I do. Yeah, it's like a. Okay.
Aha! I don't know why that worked, but it did.
When you opened the door and saw Athena, you became overwhelmed by your emotions. Isn't that right, prosecutor?
You should know better. And though it's pathetic, I admit I'm terrified to speak of it.
Prosecutor Blackwell, Miss Sykes is innocent. I will always believe that with all my heart. Now, can't you find it within yourself to believe in me too?
Athena's innocent, huh? Can you honestly say you believe that to be true? Right, Dono?
I give you my word. Now tell me what you really saw when you opened the door.
Curse you, Phoenix Wright! It was a tragedy. One I'll never forget. When I arrived at the lab, Dr. Sykes was already dead. She was lying on the operating table, while the bloody katana lay on the floor. And standing between the two, covered in blood, was Athena. She smiled with a far-off look in her eyes as she sweetly said, "Something's wrong with Mom, so I'm taking her apart to fix her."
Oh, fuck.
You okay?
Yeah. Look, a child covered in blood smiling is a terrifying image in any context.
Uh-huh.
Also, the M rating
Mhm.
does make a little bit more sense now. Yeah.
M rating.
Yeah.
Rated M.
I bet that one scene is why this game is rated M.
Awful.
That's what I saw. And now you have it. The
Goody, goody.
truth you so desperately wanted.
No. Prosecutor Blackwell finally tells the truth, and this is what it is? It's beyond devastating.
I tried to take my mother apart. I No! So it was me. I'm the one who killed my mother.
Athena!
Okay. As I said, right, the truth isn't always pretty. Murder, disassembly on an operating table, a scientist using her daughter as a guinea pig. Sadly, it appears that my theory was correct after all.
Objection!
It's true that Athena didn't like her mother's research, but you dare cast aspirations on my mentor by claiming Athena was used in such a manner. Dr. Sykes could be awkward with people, but she loved her daughter with all her heart!
She loved me?
Your mother hated to see you suffer because you could hear the voices of people's hearts. She wanted to set you free of your pain, so she worked tirelessly on her research. Do you remember those headphones you hated so much?
Yes. My head hurt every time I wore them.
No, Athena. It's just the opposite. The emitted sound waves to nullify emotional inputs from the voices of people around you. Your power was much stronger than what it is now. And those headphones were what enabled you to carry on with everyday life.
No! It can't be true! Then why? Why would I have done something like that to somebody who loved me so much?
Her love for you was real. That I can guarantee. That's why I knew that what happened had to be some kind of mistake. I couldn't let you be punished for it.
So you took the blame yourself? You and your mentor are more alike than you know.
Ponko was a witness. So I put it in the case, held Athena close, and vacated the lab. I threw Ponko away in the boarding lounge trash chutes. And I hid the case on the Space Center grounds.
It would seem that we now have all the facts of the case.
Hold it! Hold it! No, not yet! It can't end like this!
Do not disgrace yourself, Mr. Wright. The truth has been revealed. Are you the type of man to turn your back on to things that disagree with you?
I'm not... but this... I can't give up now. I have to say something, anything, even if it's a bluff. I've always managed to pull through it that way in the past. I have to make it work. The defense is prepared to present evidence.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Athena?
it's okay. You can stop now. I don't want you or anyone else to suffer any longer for my sake.
Athena, what are you saying?
I killed my mother. That's the truth. It's just like Prosecutor Edgeworth said. We have to face it, no matter how much it hurts. I admit my guilt. But could I please be granted just one chance to tell everyone what I recall?
It appears Miss Sykes is much braver than you, Mr. Wright. What say you, Your Honor? In light of her courage, will the court give Miss Sykes this opportunity to confess?
Very well. And if you would, please take the stand, Miss Sykes.
Thank you for letting me do this, Prosecutor Edgeworth. And thank you, Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Blackwell, for letting the truth be known. Now we can finally move forward, and everyone's suffering can come to an end.
Athena.
Prosecutor Blackwell will be cleared and the dark age of the law can come to an end. Yes, admit your guilt and bring everything to its conclusion.
I killed my mother. My memory is still a little hazy, but there's no question I remember it. I remember the weight of the weapon in my hands, feeling of it stabbing in deep. And I remember the warmth of her blood as it flowed down the handle into my fingers. Your Honor, please find me guilty.
I dare say, these are all the memories that no one but the murderer would have.
I see. Thank you for your confession. I believe this trial has gone on for long enough. But before we conclude, does anyone have a counter-argument for the love of God?
Objection! Objection! I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright?
But, Mr. Wright, why? I killed her. I remember it now. Any counter-argument now is pointless.
Objection! Don't tell me you've forgotten one of the basic tenets of lawyering. Always believe in the client to the bitter end. Athena, you are not a murderer. Objection!
I said that you never changed, but could you have actually regressed in these 8 years? I won't stand for your childish emotionalism getting in the way of the truth.
Emotionalism? Don't lecture me on matters of the heart, Edgeworth. Because I can see straight into a person's soul.
Oh, that's why. Don't lecture me on matters of the heart, Edgeworth. You love me.
I did a little research. I looked into those special cyclocks you mentioned, Mr. Nick. Athena isn't trying to keep anything from you on purpose. For some reason, part of her heart and her memories are sealed off, even from herself.
There's still a chance. Somewhere deep in Athena's heart, there might still be a memory that not even she knows about yet. It might be like looking for a grain of sand somewhere in the cosmos, but still, that memory might contain a new fact that could prove her innocence.
I hope everyone's sick that you're not just bluffing, Mr. Wright. Now then, is there another problem with Miss Hank's confession?
My memory is still a little hazy, but I said this 2 seconds ago, so like... Habala habala.
Hubba-bubba.
Habba
Hubba-bubba. There's definitely something wrong with her memory of the event. I can just tell. Okay, the blood didn't go the whole way down to the sword hilt.
That's a fair point.
Let's just make
Sticking
sure
with it.
that's
I like
what
that
she's
answer.
saying. I like that answer too. Let's just make sure. Hasty,
Warmth
weight
of
on my
her
weapon,
blood as it
and
flowed down to the handle onto my fingers.
there's nothing there, so I think
There's
it's
nothing
definitely
on-
this knot.
Take that! Take that!
Isn't that the katana the defendant used to kill the victim, Mr. Wright?
I respectfully and vehemently disagree, Your Honor.
But I remember it! I remember holding the weapon and getting blood on my fingers!
That's exactly my point. If blood really did get on your fingers while you were holding it, there should be blood on the handle. But please focus on the handle of the sword. And there's not a trace of blood on it. And therefore, this is clearly a contradiction of the facts.
You're right.
Oh my!
Where are we going with that?
Baby.
The defendant must have simply confused a portion of her memories. She mentioned it was hazy to begin with, and kind of mull over every minor detail.
Minor?
Yes, we can. But she also said there's no question I remember it. A fact we can't ignore.
In that case, why don't you explain what this contradiction with her memories means?
Gladly. Just give me a second. I got something. I want to say that Athena didn't stab anyone. But she said it herself that she remembers the feeling of committing the act. Think, Phoenix, think. What could the contradiction with Athena's memories mean? Love was my powerful weapon. Definitely is it? Yeah. Yeah.
It feels like this would have been already like looked at with like luminol or something. So
Mhm.
Nah, different weapon. Different weapon, good for us. Miss Sykes said, blood flowed down the handle, but the katana's handle is spotless. So, doesn't it follow that the defendant must have used a weapon other than the katana?
What are you up to this time?
Winning. This is it. This time, I found just the thing to end Athena's nightmare for good. The weapon that took Dr. Sykes' life was the katana. That much is for sure. So if I could show a possibility that Athena didn't use the katana, it could help me prove her innocent.
A different weapon, you say? What weapon would that be exactly?
Couldn't we have just argued that Blackwell had the sword before? So how would she have gotten a hold of it to commit the murder? Whatever.
he
Right,
said he found it.
of course he
in
would
there.
ask that.
Yeah, Blackwell
he say
said he
that?
found the sword in there, and because
Oh.
Dr. Sykes likes Japanese culture, it was probably
Ah.
something she had in her lab already.
Oh, it was her sword.
Yeah. If we like, I think there's a picture or something. Like it would have been
Ah,
right.
it was-
Yeah,
yeah,
it would've
yep,
been there.
yep,
Uh-huh.
yep. Wait, don't we have a photo of that room where there is a sword
I think we
from like the
did
opposite
not-
side? Look at the
Oh,
pamphlet.
there
Wait,
it
yeah,
is,
it's there.
No, go back.
This
No, go back.
is.
It's that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just the
all right,
same
that proves
but
that.
different angle. But yeah, there was a sword in
Gotcha.
there.
Fair
before,
enough.
So
Yeah, he would ask that. Yeah, he'd do that. Yep.
yep.
I can see your floundering, Mr. Wright. Do you always speak without thinking again, as always?
How does he do that? But I can't back down. Not here, not now. That's right. I did, because it's so obvious it doesn't require any thought, Edgeworth.
What did you say?
I'll say it again. Okay, so maybe that was an exaggeration, but there has to be something. There's gotta be. There's just some other bladed weapon in the robotics lab that day. In this picture, perhaps. Maybe there's something in one of the crime scene photos.
In that
wait,
box?
Hey, wait a minute. There is something. Hey. There's a high probability that was in the lab. That particular weapon here in the evidence right now, but I do have a piece of evidence just like it. What the fuck am I talking about? Other than the katana, this is another blade that may have been
the
in the crime
knife.
scene.
Oh, this utility knife is in a lot of like utility kits for people in the place.
Have we established that
Yeah,
that's
there it is.
in? Oh, there it is on the floor.
Yep.
Oh. Hey, I like that. That's good.
Got it, Jay.
But that's the murder weapon in the Clay Turan case.
Yes, this is the knife that took Mr. Turan's life. But there must have been a knife just like this at the scene 7 years ago as well. Toolkits containing utility knives like this one are issued to Space Center employees. And a robotics lab especially would naturally have one of these around.
Objection!
But besides the katana, no other bladed weapon was found at the site. It was in the investigation report if you didn't know.
Objection!
Objection! Of course I knew that, once you told me just now.
Then here's something else you already knew. There was a toolkit at the scene. But it didn't contain any blades. Here is a photo of its contents. New evidence. Ooh, these are out of order. Rearrange. One's
Oh, you're
missing.
right. I don't see any other kind of bladed tool.
Fine, but isn't there something odd about the design of this handle?
Therefore, there was no other bladed weapon in the room.
Shut up!
It does
I
sound
disagree.
like
This toolkit contained a knife.
You said what, Jay?
Do those handles spell out letters?
Yeah.
Yes, can we look at that again? I was trying to
No,
spell
we
it out.
can't.
Not yet.
And what proof do you have of that?
Don't tell me your eye for art is failing you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Phoenix, Edward is the only one who didn't do anything of art of your friend group.
You are the last person in the world who should be criticizing my aesthetic sense. I decorated our house.
Now it's simply watching out for your ocular health. Please proceed, Mr. Wright.
Put on your glasses again.
Yeah, fine, God. Notice that the handles of each of these tools have a sort of design on them.
Ah, I see that they do. But what significance does that have?
It's clear that one of the tools is missing from this kit. If we rearrange the tools into a specific pattern, we might be able to tell which part of the overall design is missing.
Galaxy.
Is that the theory your pitiful sense of aesthetics helped you come up with?
Edward, just let it go,
I
man.
let you try decorating the bathroom and it was shit, you know it.
Oh,
Show the court then if you would.
Edward, can we talk about it later?
There was zero color coordination.
Edward.
What pattern or design would we see if we were to rearrange the tools?
Alright, where's the logo? There it is. There it is.
That is.
Oh, there it is. Gaxa.
Now I'm curious. Would this work? Or this work?
Maybe
I'm not gonna test that pamphlet though. This feels more safe.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what is this supposed to represent?
Uh-oh. Oh, thank God!
The Gaxa logo, Your Honor. We Gucci, Your Honor. We Gucci. It's on
We
one.
Gucci.
It's on all.
We
Of,
so
it's
Gucci.
on.
You
It's
thought-
on all. It's on all of the Space Center's documents and pamphlets.
Oh, both would have worked. Thank God. Oh.
As you're aware, Gaxa is the program that operates the Cosmos Space Center.
Look at how brightly the Gaxa logo shines in the sunlight above the entryway. I really dig the stars and rocket motif it's got going.
Gaxa, huh? Isn't that the new name of the Federal Space R&D program?
I think I see it now, but...
Yes, with just the tools shown in this photo. The red A part of the logo is missing. And this is where the murder weapon from the Turan case comes into play. If we were to place the utility knife in the open slot, it would complete the Gaxa logo.
Now, can we talk about how bad of an idea that knife is?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should
but
stick
putting
to
it
the
in middle
handle.
Like that?
At least have it like be a spring knife. Like it's more lethal that
Yeah.
way, but
Yeah.
at least that would be safe to pull out of the utility box.
Yeah, that's bad.
Why don't we just
Also,
give it a
okay-
sheath?
Okay, we
Just
got
give it a
a wrench. We got an Allen wrench. Got a different kind of. We got like what is that? Like a file?
Have you guys ever seen one of those the second thing there? I've never seen one of those with a handle. Have you?
Oh, with a
No,
handle? God no.
No.
Huh.
Yuri Cosmos, you have things to explain.
Yeah, you want both ends available because like, what if you have like a long thing, like a little narrow passageway you gotta stick it into, and then twist it with the little nut with the little hook at the end?
Yuri
Yeah,
Cosmos,
is the-
why?
Is the fifth one there a rounded file?
It could also
I
be
think
like a
it's a random
sparky
file.
thing.
I
have so many questions. The defense would like to start a different trial.
So it would! Then that means...
We need to start a trial against Yuri Cosmos.
to a clean courtroom, go!
We
Go,
accuse Cosmos of being a fucking idiot.
Your Honor, I don't think I need evidence.
we just
Let
run
him
around to like get another courtroom and Aura's just there. Guys, The hostages, guys.
Oh yeah, and my daughter.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Hostages.
Admit it, Mr. Edgeworth. My aesthetic sense is keener than yours. And while you're at it,
Bullshit!
admit that the bathroom I set up looked sweet as hell. Admit that the weapon Miss Sykes used could have been this one. The bathroom looked great. Tell them. Say it with your mouth.
Order in the court.
I feel like the trial has gone places that we didn't intend for, Athena.
Slap us.
This is what you get for hiring a married couple to be the prosecutor and defense.
I didn't hire you!
I'm working pro bono today, it turns out. Miss Sykes confessed to having a memory of stabbing the victim. Admittedly, Miss Sykes most likely did stab someone using the utility knife, yeah. However, the weapon used to kill Dr. Sykes was the katana. Therefore, the act of stabbing that Miss Sykes remembers couldn't be that of Dr. Sykes.
Very well. Let's suppose for a minute that Miss Sykes did use the utility knife. Tell me, how does that change anything?
Come again?
What if the katana was only being used as a decoy to conceal the true murder weapon? What if the real weapon that took the victim's life was the utility knife?
Don't be ridiculous, or are you changing the premise of your entire argument?
I'm merely offering a hypothetical situation derived from your logic. Miss Sykes could have put blood on the katana to make it look like the murder weapon, and then concealed the knife on her personage until Blackwell carried it away.
Well, that does clear up the contradiction between Miss Sykes' memories and the evidence.
If, in fact, the murder weapon is a utility knife, then fate has dealt you a cruel hand. For you have disproven the knife's existence to the rest of us with your own logic.
Nuh-uh. The prosecution is attempting to lead the court.
Objection!
You're the one attempting to lead the court, Mr. Wright. By forcing us to forget the facts of this case. Need I remind you that there were only 2 people in the lab at the time of the murder. And that the defendant herself recalls stabbing someone with her own hands.
No.
It matters not whether the murder weapon was a katana or the utility knife. As long as we know that the victim and the defendant were the only ones there, you cannot escape the fact that it was Athena Sykes who killed her own mother.
I don't believe it. Why? Why does this keep happening? Every time I find a contradiction, it vanishes and the suspicion keeps coming back. It's almost as if...
Now you're finally starting to get it. Your contradictions keep vanishing because the charge is true. And the suspicions keep coming back to the defendant because that's where it belongs. Phoenix Wright, when will you open your eyes and accept the truth?
No, Mr. Wright don't know. The judge already said so.
We used the one. I don't want to believe it. It can't be true. I could fly if I wanted to. But what if...
Mr. Wright, you have fought a good fight. I think that you've done all that you can do.
Is giving up really the only option? No! Snap out of it, Phoenix! What's the matter with you? giving in to doubt. I can't look back. Forward is the only way to go. Huh. No, Your Honor, not yet. It isn't over yet.
Right.
I can't lose sight of what's important. I believe in Athena, and I'll always believe in her, to the very end. As a defense lawyer never gives up on his client. I have to pick myself up and stand firm. Make that brain of yours work, Phoenix. If I don't see a way, I'll just have to go back and look for one. Time to rethink this case thoroughly. We going. Here we go.
Here we go.
I concede the fact that Athena must have stabbed someone with the utility knife. This must have been what Ponko witnessed as Athena's hug. But Prosecutor Blackwell didn't see the knife at the scene. This means that someone must have removed it from the lab before he arrived. Who could have taken the utility knife from the lab? Someone else?
I say once, I say twice.
I guess so.
A third person was at the scene. If I trusted Athena, then I have to conclude that there was a third person at the scene. But according to Ponko's testimony, Athena and her mother were the only two there. So then, how did this third person manage to escape Ponko's detection? By wearing her
Were they
badge?
maybe covering their face and wearing her coat?
I know, this person must have fooled Ponko's facial recognition feature by covering their own face.
That's what I'm thinking is that because they said that Midas kept her coat on her chair. So if someone was wearing her coat and covering their own face,
Yeah,
then they would have.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. I'm with it.
Okay.
The person hit their face. But wait a minute, Ponko has a heartbeat detection system too. Even if they covered their own face, Ponko would have still detected their presence. But she wouldn't have been able to tell who they were. Wait, that's it. The culprit could have covered their face and posed as which person to avoid detection? Mita 6.
Midas
They
X.
posed as Ponko.
The person posed as the victim. If the culprit posed as the victim, that would explain why Ponko's thought that only she and Athena were there. All they had to do was take advantage of Ponko's basic recognition features. The culprit used this in order to pose as the victim.
And you mentioned
The victim's jacket. The culprit could have posed as the victim by wearing her jacket with the ID tag on it. But that still leaves the heartbeat detection system. How did the culprit get around that? It wouldn't have worked if Ponko could detect the real Dr. Sykes' heartbeat too. So does that mean the real Dr. Sykes was already dead by that time? If that's the case, then who did Athena stab?
The
The real
real
culprit.
culprit?
Yeah.
Athena stabbed the real
It
culprit.
was a revenge stabbing.
That's it. The person Athena stabbed wasn't Dr. Sykes. It was the person who murdered her and then pretended to be her. The real culprit.
I'm trying to think who could be, and the only person who stands out as a possibility is Aura.
Yeah.
Now that Mr. Wright has finally finished thinking, let us bring this to a swift end.
is that like a new thing he started doing, Edgeworth?
I sometimes just let him think. It helps him in his old age.
He tells me he's snowboarding in his mind again.
Oh, the Yeti got you again, did he? Please give us your verdict, Your Honor, so that we can move on to hostage negotiations.
You're absolutely right, President Michael. I hereby.
Nah! I didn't say I was finished. I was only
hell you
pausing
mean,
for
nah?
a second. I mean, nah!
Instead of objection, I'm just yelling, nah!
Nah, dude!
Bet! Because I realized something so shocking, I had to take a break to digest it.
That's cap, Judge.
But now, I know for a fact that Miss Sykes is innocent.
But Punko saw me. She witnessed the moment of the crime.
Yes, Ponko did witness something. She saw the hug. In other words, the moment you used the utility knife. But the person you stabbed wasn't your mother.
What are you saying, Mr. Wright?
The answer is simple. The person Miss Sykes stabbed was the third person posing as Dr. Sykes.
What?
Objection! You really expect us to swallow that, Mr. Wright? According to the robot's statements, there was no third person there. Did you really think I wouldn't see through your ludicrous grab for time?
Objection! After all we've been through, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm disappointed. Don't you know by now that this smile of mine means I have absolute confidence?
No!
God, how I love that smile.
I know you do.
Ha! You make that pose all the time, regardless of the facts.
Clonko's strange malfunction.
He's ignoring it!
Clonko.
Yeah.
Oh, hello! Mr. Dragon of Pain, can I help you to the sick bay?
Mr. Duran, but that's Apollo you're talking to.
Oh, this hunk of junk here is mistaking Apollo for Clay. Maybe Apollo is possessed by Clay's ghost.
That was another case of mistaken identity caused by a jacket ID tag. All because Clonko couldn't read Apollo's facial features due to that eye patch. Like Mr. Edgeworth said, a mask could nullify a robot's facial recognition. And then, all the person would have to do is wear a jacket with the victim's ID tag to pose as her.
Objection!
Edgy?
What?
I was muted. Of all the ridiculous theories, what good would a silly disguise like that do? Waggle waggle. Have you forgotten that the robot also has a heartbeat detection system? If there was a third person at the scene, the robot would have detected them.
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but that doesn't count for much, I'm afraid.
Oh!
Because by that time, Dr. Sykes' heart had already stopped beating.
Nani?
So does that mean?
Your Honor, the person Miss Sykes stabbed, this third person who was posing as Dr. Sykes, is her mother's real killer.
But that's impossible!
A mask? The person I stabbed was wearing a mask?
Order in the court. Miss Sykes, did you say something?
A mask? Yes, I remember a...
Oh.
Ah!
Athena, what is it?
Ah! I remember a man with a mask. How could he? What did he do to my mother? My head. Ah!
Miss Sykes, are you alright?
No!
Oh.
The Black Cyclops. They're breaking.
all coming back to me. Everything that happened the day my mother was murdered.
It's all scrolling. For that one line.
I'm glad that Athena probably didn't kill her mother.
Yeah, it's nice.
Probably.
Good bonus. Yeah. They're gone. The Black Cyclops are finally gone. You didn't really stab your mother, did you? It's all right, Athena. Just tell us what you saw that day.
I was drawing a picture. When I was done, I went to show it to my mom. I opened the door, and then...
It's all right. I'm right here. You're safe, Athena.
She was on the floor by the workbench, with the katana sticking out of her. There was a handkerchief over her face, but I knew it was her by her clothes. And there was a man there.
Hold it, a man!
Quiet your... do not speak. Let her go on, Athena.
What do you mean, nah?
He tried to attack me. In a panic, I grabbed the knife that was there and... He dodged it first, so I only got his clothes. But I tried again.
And this time you got him, didn't you?
I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand. And he kicked me and I passed out. When I came to, my mom wasn't moving. I had to do something. I had to fix her, I thought. So I asked Ponko to move her to the operating table. Something's wrong with Mom, so I'm taking her apart to fix her.
So that's why she said that. Your Honor, as you can see, the defendant has just given us critical new testimony. A man was there before Miss Sykes arrived. A man who covered the victim's face and put on the victim's jacket. This man is the real culprit.
Miss Sykes, do you have any idea who this man was?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
A few moments ago, Miss Sykes mentioned a mask. Athena, can you tell us anything about that?
Yes, the mask. It was my mom's Japanese theater mask. I think it was the one hanging on the wall of the lab.
No.
Huh?
I got it.
Huh?
It's a no mask.
Ah, this mask hanging here on the wall.
It was kind of spooky, that mask. My mom used to tell me that a no mask even has the power to turn an ordinary human being into a phantom.
A phantom?
It would seem that a new suspect has emerged. And that means that all suspicions against Miss Sykes has...
You see, this is precisely why I can't trust the court system. Athena Sykes is the murderer. I wouldn't accept any other verdict.
Miss Blackwell, this is not good.
A new suspect? Where's the proof this person ever existed? Who says it wasn't all a dream in the little princess's groggy little mind?
She's right. We don't have any hard evidence of the masked man's existence.
Objection!
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I'll never be able to repay you for all you've done. But I'm fine now, because I can say with certainty that I didn't kill my mother.
Athena, I'm so glad for you.
More and more memories are coming back now. So I'd like to say one thing, if I could. Honko came to the robotics lab at about 2 p.m. to recharge.
I said that.
Beep boop.
Beep boop, I said that. I
Beep,
said
beep,
this
boop.
too.
Yup.
I see where you're going with this. If Mommy Metis was really the killer in disguise.
Right. Then he must have come to the robotics lab before 2 p.m.
Do I have anything here in the evidence that can help me find this person who came to the lab before 2 p.m.?
Maybe.
Kinda.
Yeah, kind of the tape. Not this tape, but like the.
But earlier in the tape, maybe?
Yeah, earlier in the tape.
I have nothing else I can
All the
think
tape.
of that could potentially, like, show. We haven't done
Yeah.
any mistakes so far.
We're the best.
We're the best.
This is Prosecutor Blackwell leaving the scene after the incident at around 3 p.m. What I'm wondering is, does the video show anyone else passing by there before that?
Now, I don't see anything in the investigation report. It looks like they didn't check.
Just as I thought.
They're incompetent.
So, if we rewind the footage and go back to around 2 p.m., we should be able to see the true culprit leaving the scene.
Rewind that tape, Bobby.
Very well, then let's take a look.
There, please stop it right there. How did this get
How did
passed
this
up?
get missed?
How did this get passed up?
Robert, like you said, there's a man leaving the scene of the crime.
Robert Fulbright.
Holy shit, Miss Sykes, do you remember this person?
That's him, I'm sure of
The
it.
hat.
He's wearing my mother's jacket. I did. But what I really wanted to see was her jacket. I didn't realize
That
this was a
jacket-
flashback at first.
Yeah, that jacket on display, that was Dr. Sykes?
Can you see it? There's the slash I made with the utility knife that day. And I'm sure that knife is under that jacket somewhere.
Oh, those are bandages. I thought his fingers were messed up. Okay.
So then, everything Miss Sykes said.
Exactly. It proves that Miss Sykes' memory was correct. Dr. Sykes' killer arrived at the robotics lab before 2 p.m. He killed her and hid her face with a handkerchief. Then he disguised himself with Dr. Sykes' jacket and mask that were there in the lab. The culprit,
The culprit probably knew beforehand that Ponko charged up at 2 p.m. every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we waited for Ponko to come to the lab for her regular recharge.
By leaving Dr. Sykes' jacket on, the culprit tricked Ponko into thinking he was Dr. Sykes, thereby making it look like she was still alive up to that point in time. All to disguise the real time of death.
Objection.
It's a nice theory, Mr. Wright, but I'm afraid it's just not possible.
Why not?
The fuck you mean, nuh-uh?
The victim's jacket is clearly visible right there in this video.
And that right there is precisely the problem. The ID tag on the jacket at the scene confirms beyond doubt that it belonged to the victim. If the person who left the lab truly was wearing the victim's jacket, then how could it have possibly wound up back at the crime scene?
What's going on? That doesn't make sense. Edgeworth's right. If the culprit was wearing the jacket, how did it get back to the lab?
The suitcase thing?
I don't think the victim brought it back. The defendant brought it back. The defendant is Athena.
It had to have been the killer.
Well, the defendant is Athena. If Athena found her mom's jacket and brought it back there? No, that doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it doesn't make
No. No, it's gotta be the killer. It's gotta be the killer. The killer used the jacket as a disguise to make his escape. But in order to conceal that fact, he had to get the jacket back to the crime scene. So the culprit simply returned to the robotics lab later and planted it there. Ha! Contradiction resolved.
Objection!
Uh-oh.
Except that it would have been impossible. Only the people who came to the robotics lab after the killer were Prosecutor Blackwell and the people who reported the body. And they claimed that the jacket was there when they arrived.
Who reported the body?
So, when do you propose this mysterious man of yours had a chance to return the jacket?
A puzzling question indeed.
When did the culprit have the chance to bring the jacket back?
When the body was found.
Yep. The only time the culprit could have returned the jacket was when the body was found.
Mr. Wright, do you realize the implication of that argument?
I do. Most people, when they come across a murder, focus their attention on the body. The culprit could have taken advantage of that split second to plant the jacket. In other words, the true culprit of this case, the man known as the Phantom, was one of the first people to discover the body.
I never would have thought of that. He points. Order in the court. What is the meaning
one
of
of the
this?
first things you check?
Didn't think of it.
The body was discovered and reported by a group of 3 people. Give us their names. They were there to collect the space probe's capsule in preparation for the Hat-1 launch. One of those people had a special bag to transport the capsule in.
Oh, you mean the shock-resistant bag?
Correct. I suppose that if the jacket was in that bag, it could have been returned to the scene of the crime without anyone noticing. I'll see to it that you get the reports on those 3 people.
You will?
We should also check the facial recognition database for that robot. If this person felt the need to hide his face with a theater mask, it might mean that his facial data was once registered.
Project Edgeworth, does this mean?
I have to admit, I believe Miss Sykes' memories to be credible. You win, right? Not that this was ever an official trial, anyway.
Do my ears deceive me? Project Edgeworth, are you actually conceding?
We need more investigation.
No!
Is it true, boss? Does this mean I'm...
I can't believe it. It's over. I won. I did everything. I proved that both Athena and Prosecutor Blackwell are innocent. Your Honor, I see no further need to prolong this trial.
There's something in the air.
Hold on, Mr. Wright. Have you forgotten who's in charge of this? Have you forgotten who's in charge of this trial?
The judge?
Sorry. Oh, that's right. I'm the one supposed to say I see no longer a reason to prelude.
Not you either, Your Honor. Now, silence.
Don't worry, Jay. You still get lines even if the judge doesn't.
I'm as broken as this courtroom.
The little princess who was truly beloved by Midas, and to repay the love with death. all these years, hating Athena was the only thing that kept me going. But what do I do now? Can anyone tell me? How am I supposed to go on?
Miss Blackwell.
How unlike you, Aura. Metis was deeply passionate about her work, and she chose you as her partner. Isn't that?
And they were roommates.
Shut up, Simon.
And they were lab.
You know exactly how I felt about her. Roommates. Her respect as a coworker wasn't all that I wanted.
Aw.
Then
Still
what did you want from her?
She's really just. You a dumbass, Your Honor.
Aura, there is something I wanted to say if you wouldn't lend me an ear. I have in my possession a lead on who Metis' murderer is.
Why do you have that? Why didn't you tell us?
Right, Dono. You asked me about the identity of the Phantom of 7 years past.
Yeah, that's right. The Phantom. The person Blackwell has been looking for, even from behind bars.
7 years ago, somebody hatched a plan to sabotage the Hat 1 rocket.
The spy.
But he was no ordinary spy. We knew not of about him, his background, appearance. We came to refer to him as the Phantom.
Spooky.
No.
Who turned on the boombox? Stop that!
Your Honor, please.
Your Honor, put away the soundboard! At the time, I was working with the police to hunt him down. And then one day a miracle occurred, and I obtained a lead on him.
Oh, how exciting! What was the lead?
A recording of the Phantom's voice, but the quality was too poor for proper voice analysis. Yet I had hope. Aura's co-worker was a scientist who could analyze human emotions. So I asked her to evaluate the recording using analytical psychology.
And that scientist was Dr. Sykes.
Oh, sorry.
So you're telling me there's 2 boomboxes in here? Yes. A spy's greatest fear is to have his true identity discovered. In addition to Hat 1, Dr. Sykes' results and the recording were surely among his targets. But his search of the space center bore no fruit, so he must have started to panic.
He couldn't find them. But where could they have been?
Who's to say?
Wow, I bet he's never let that out of his sight all these years.
How in the world do you smuggle them into prison?
Bird. Oh, I have my ways. What's more, my partner is especially talented in that sort of thing. Bird.
Bird.
I'm bleeding.
You should be.
You'll be fine. Oh.
You put the boombox in here! You worked to lure the Phantom in by spreading rumors. I worked throughout the underworld. I was even granted permission to prosecute cases to attract the Phantom's attention. Just try to retrieve your identity, you bloody butcher, became my taunt.
Yeah, and what about the results Dr. Sykes drew up for you? Was there any useful information?
Here. You can see for yourself. But take good care of it. It's all I have left of my mentor.
I will. I better hold on to this real tight.
Don't rip it!
I don't experience feelings like normal people do.
Psychological profile classified. Emotional output of this voice extremely weak compared to typical voices. Subject deemed to have unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation. No emotional fluctuation, huh?
A spy who experiences no emotion, not sadness nor anger, and naturally, no fear. He's the very definition of a phantom, a monster with no heart. Don't you see? This creature is the rot that destroyed our lives and set what ails us all into motion.
The Phantom indeed. A fitting name for the one who has brought darkness into our world.
Well then. It seems the faint image of this man has started to take shape. Based on what we have learned, I'd like you all to conduct further investigation. This is not a formal trial, but I do want to follow protocol. If I may, I'd like to hand down my verdicts and then bring these proceedings to an end.
Whatever. Do what you want.
You hear no objections from me.
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Finally, some enthusiasm, goddamn.
It's over. It's finally over.
Very well. In that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, could you please take the stand?
I'm already here.
As a result of this trial, your innocence has been proven. The verdict handed down 7 years ago is hereby overturned. And now the defendant of the current trial, Miss Athena Sykes.
Yes, Your Honor? Mr. Wright, thank you. Thank you for everything.
Athena, you are more than welcome.
If everyone is ready, I will give my verdict.
God fucking damn it.
Son of a bitch!
This again!
You?
Of course.
What?
Apollo, shut the hell up.
What is the meaning of this?
Congratulations, Mr. Private Prosecutor Edgeworth. You covered the truth from 7 years ago, and you saved Prosecutor Blackwell. However, I can't allow this trial to end just yet.
Why, Apollo? Why would you do this to us?
Is that it to be continued?
No, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
To be continued.
But up.
Hey, I want to save over here now.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Please.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Guys, it's still the
Yes.
same
December.
fucking day.
Is this
never
the
gonna
same
be
day?
Christmas.
Is this the same day as the last court appearance we made too?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we went to court, got out of court, investigated, then came here to court. What
Mhm.
time is it?
Late.
What time is it?
I think we started at like 3 or 4
Damn.
in this trial. This specific trial, I should say. Anyways, hey, Apollo. Wait.
Might be
Judge.
Wanders. No, Wanders.
No,
Wanders.
because Edgeworth.
Yeah.
I think
It's gotta be Saps.
Me.
No, it's gotta be Saps, right?
Well,
Sabs?
Maybe.
I don't know how much
Blackwell's
Blackwell's
there.
gonna talk.
I can start as judge.
Everybody here has a character to voice now.
Rock, paper,
So
scissors,
it could be
shoot.
anybody.
This
Probably not
never
Art
happens.
because Phoenix. Probably not
Yeah.
Wander because Edgeworth.
Probably not Jay because.
Because
Oh,
Apollo.
I
So
could
between
use
you and me,
a
Saps.
break.
All right, Lunar. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You can take it.
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
That's very simple. There isn't much to explain. The defendant, Miss Athena Sykes, might not be innocent.
But what are you talking about? This case is from 7 years ago has been settled.
I'm not talking about the past here. I'm talking about the present case. It's still not clear who killed Clay Terran.
But, Apollo, why would you...
Miss Sykes, please listen quietly to what I have to say.
What in the world is Apollo trying to do?
Your Honor, please let me have a little of the court's time.
But this is a trial for the case from 7 years ago.
Miss Paco, I'd like to ask you a favor. Just as you lost someone close to you, I lost someone close to me, too. I'm sure I know the real truth of what happened as much as I do.
Apollo. Sure, you know it all. Or you know more about the truth. Now, so you expose the princess's guilt. Judge, I give my permission. Continue with the trial.
Very well, then. Is that all right with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections. Let's hear Mr. Justice's testimony. I'll have the police's investigation report brought immediately.
Now you two, Edgeworth. I really hope it's because you have something up your sleeve.
Very well. Your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I'm not used to being the judge.
As you wish, let's review the case of the murder of Mr. Clay Terran. It was made clear in the previous trial that Solomon Starbuck was not his killer. Therefore, the true culprit was someone else. On that day, this culprit waited for the astronauts in boarding lounge 1. When the two men made their escape out of the Space Museum, the killer attacked Mr. Terran with the same type of knife that was used 7 years ago. The murderer that escaped into the Space Museum. Next, Director Yuri Cosmos switched to the launch pads. After that, the culprit exited the Space Museum and escaped via boarding lounge 2. Therefore, this trial must make clear who Mr. Terran's true killer was. In other words, we must discover who it was that escaped through the Space Museum that day.
Thank you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't lie to me.
Just shut up. I better rearrange my evidence, though. Swapped into... Oh, I see. Okay.
Now then, let's look at the evidence before we keep going. You know, real quick. 2 pages! Congratulations!
Yeah, we have stuff that we had before that it took away from us, and now...
Where's the red box?
Oh, the red box? That's the emergency ladder.
I don't remember that. Should I remember that?
We examined that around Aura Blackwell's office in the robotics lab. It's the way, like, she climbed down and spotted the...
Did I, like, step away for that bit? Maybe I did.
Maybe for a smidge.
Maybe.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking about the utility knife that has Athena's prints on it. This might be the same knife that she used to stab the killer 7 years ago.
This had her prints on it, though.
Oh, that had her prints. Never mind. I'm getting my facts mixed up.
Anyways, it's been a year.
Yeah.
Apollo, what you gonna say?
I'm not just sitting back down. What are you talking about? Well, I suspected Miss Sykes of the murder of Clay Terran. My growing suspicions were confirmed when this incriminating evidence presented itself. In addition, she's the only one who could have utilized the launch pad switch to escape. That is why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder.
Hubba?
Hubba hubba wubba hubba?
Order! Order in the hall! Mr. Justice, you realize that you're charging your own co-worker with murder, don't you? You're not getting Employee of the Month over that!
Yes, Your Honor, because that is the conclusion my investigation has led me to.
But, Apollo, why? How could you suspect me too?
Mr. Wright, your question examination, please.
I don't get it. Just what did you find out over the past few days to make you think this? Why?
So I want to press about that lighter that we just talked about.
Okay.
Hey, Apollo, the lighter. Could you talk about the lighter? Thank you for talking about the lighter. What the fuck you talking about?
Hold it!
Fingerprints were on it.
Apollo, what the fuck are you talking about? That's the lighter that was found in the Space Museum with her fingerprints on it, right? But even if it seems decisive, there must be other facts we don't know about yet.
If that's so, then go ahead and prove it then. Look, honestly, I don't want to believe it is true either, but Miss X is the only one who was in the Space Museum at the time of the murder.
But Mr. Justice, Miss Sykes had absolutely no motive to kill Mr. Terran.
Objection! 7 years ago, Miss Sykes lived at the Cosmos Space Center. It wouldn't be strange if she had some kind of connection to him. Besides, people will sometimes kill for motives we can't even imagine. And I've seen plenty of cases like that in your own career, Mr. Wright.
I still can't believe this. How could you actually suspect Athena, Apollo?
Well, that didn't help.
Why is she the only one that she could have used the switch?
Isn't it possible that somebody else used that same escape route?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Wright.
Why not?
Recall there's a security camera on the boarding lounge 1 aimed at the launch pad door. It's the camera that captured Mr. Terran and Mr. Starbuck. But there's also another security camera in boarding lounge 2.
And no one told us?
We recorded Mr. Terran's killer, or rather Miss Sykes, coming out of the Space Museum.
A camera in boarding lounge 2. First I've heard of it, but makes sense. Athena said she had snuck into the Space Museum the night before the incident, and then was overcome and passed out around noon the next day?
I was out until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into boarding lounge 2.
That must have been when the camera captured her. And that's what made Apollo suspect her even more. But wait a minute. In that case, it most likely recorded the true culprit as well.
We just had this issue. We will never make that mistake twice.
Nope.
That's negative on that one too, Mr. Wright. In the footage taken after the incident, Miss Sykes is the only one who appears.
But why?
You actually did the job? Why? Order the court.
That can't be, but if it is, then it is incredibly incriminating.
Wasn't it you who proved in the previous trial that the way the true culprit escaped was via the Space Museum after the pads had been switched? The fact you previously proved turned on its ear, leaving your client high and dry. I must say, that is vintage Phoenix Wright.
Shut the fuck up, sir.
What if we press the first one before we press
You
the
didn't
last
press the first
one?
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold it!
Hold it. first made you suspicious of Miss Sykes?
It all started when Miss Sykes and I were investigating the crime scene. She saw the weapon that killed Mr. Turan. My bracelet reacted. She'd never seen the knife before. My bracelet told me otherwise. And every time after that, my bracelet would react whenever she talked about the case.
Poor Apollo must have been beside himself during the investigation.
I didn't know what to do or think. I couldn't even sleep. In that condition, I knew I wouldn't be of any good in court. So I decided to wear an eye patch, so I wouldn't be able to perceive any of her tells.
So that's why Apollo was acting so strangely. I thought you were trying to look cool. But the reason Miss Sykes unconsciously reacted to that knife that way is because she stabbed her mother's murderer with one identical to it 7 years ago.
Objection!
But the knife was also the murder weapon and that was used to kill Clay Turan. Mercy could have also reacted to her because she knew she was the killer too.
Oh, I guess he has a point.
Marissa wasn't the only reason why I became suspicious of her.
And now we can jump to the last point just to make sure. Was this a press everything moment?
Believing in your client to the end is a basic principle of good defense. Shouldn't you extend that same principle to your own coworker?
You're probably right. You're not even fit to be a lawyer. However, I don't care. This case is special to me. Clay was my friend. That's why I just want to know the truth.
Apollo suspected his trusted coworker of killing his friend. To dispel his doubts, he investigated on his own, but that only led to more doubts. Apollo must have been really struggling with this. Well, Apollo may have doubts, but...
Uh-oh.
I'll say it again. Athena Sykes isn't the murderer.
I only have one thing to say. Evidence is everything in court. Well, Mr. Wright, you got the concrete proof to knock down my arguments?
No, you don't.
Oh.
Your arguments have been very clear, Mr. Justice. And your facts appear to be indisputable.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think of my theory?
I think that maybe your bracelet shouldn't be considered admissible in court, but you know what? It's working for you, so...
Hey, Phoenix, do we need to bring up the Magatama?
Listen, that I acquire evidence from using the Magatama.
Yeah, the Magatama is not itself evidence. This is true.
Well, looks like even you can't deny it. This was the only one who used the only possible escape route.
Under these circumstances, there can be no other suspect but the defendant.
Unless...
Why did you autosave a game?
You think there was an alternative escape route? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright?
Is that what you think, Mr. Wright?
Is that what you think, Phoenix? Yeah, that's what you think.
Are you mocking me?
Yes. Was there an alternative escape route?
Of course there was.
Yeah,
What?
sure, yeah.
But behind... Well, okay, fine. Bluff your way.
How about the trash chute? I've been thinking about the trash chute all video game.
It's a death sentence!
Yes, of course, there must have been. Just don't ask me what. Trash chute.
We gotta think about the trash chute.
You're just bluffing again, aren't you?
Me? Bluff? No, I would never do that. He knows me too well.
Apollo, I think.
That's fine, Mr. Wright. Even a bluff would suit me just fine. As long as you can. clear up this doubt inside me.
Wait. So is that what this is all about?
I want to believe in Athena. I really do. What is faith without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. So once the truth finally comes out, I can really fully trust her.
So that you can really trust me?
It seems your junior partner has just showed us what trials are truly all about.
I believe you're right.
We prosecutors painstakingly question every detail in pursuit of the defendant.
While we lawyers believe in and defend our clients to the end.
When both sides go all out against each other, that's when we discover the truth.
Precisely. And when the battle is over, we will understand the true meaning of trust. That is exactly what trials are about, wouldn't you agree?
Is that what you guys are calling it now?
Yes, I couldn't ignore the seed of doubt that was growing inside me. So I decided to face it head on. No matter what the truth is that is waiting ahead, I won't be afraid.
That's so like Apollo, always uber earnest about things like this. Uber earnest. Mr. Justice, I vow to dispel every last bit of doubt in your heart.
Good, because I want to believe in Miss Sykes again.
You're really hoping there was an alternative route, aren't you, Apollo? But if I use the process of elimination, there really aren't that many possibilities. Director Cosmos was at the southern exit, leaving only the control room and the corridor to the Space Museum. Which door could the culprit have escaped through?
Follow?
Oh, isn't that repeat?
No.
Oh, I thought it was green. Ah, come on, Mr. Ed. Where do you think that the culprit escaped to?
Where did the culprit go?
Can we look at Phoenix's reasoning again from just now? Okay. Director Cosmos was at the southern exit, leaving only the control room and the corridor to the Space Museum. But they couldn't go through to the control room because they're not Director Cosmos. So it had to be the Space Museum corridor?
I guess so.
And there is no chute for you to pick either, so ignore that.
It's the chute. They really only could have escaped to the corridor to the Space Museum.
Ah, shit.
All they had to do was use the unconscious Mr. Starbucks Prince to get through the door.
Objection!
It appears that all you're trying to establish is Miss Sykes' guilt. If the culprit used that route, the only exit would have been into boarding lounge 2.
Unless if the killer escaped while the rooms were moving still.
How would that work?
The logical conclusion of your argument is that the killers are none other than the defendant. They jumped out the window.
I knew it. That's the only way it could be, huh? The culprit escaped in the corridor. That leads to the Space Museum. I guess it's true. The only exit would have been into boarding room lounge 2.
But Miss Sykes was the only person captured by the boarding lounge 2 security camera.
I investigated the crime scene thoroughly. The only place the culprit could have escaped to was the space room corridor. There weren't any other secret corridors or anything.
So that leaves us with no other conclusion to draw but that Athena Sykes was the culprit.
What could the answer be? Was there really no other escape route? But hold on a second. What if... Where did those mysterious leaves we saw in the corridor come from? What if they're a clue to the culprit's real escape route?
Jumped out the window!
I think it is possible that the culprit escaped into the Space Museum, but then came out using a route other than into Boarding Lounge 2.
Oh?
Launchpad 1 and the Space Museum were switched after the bombing, meaning the Space Museum corridor was moving along the rail at the time, which is exactly when an alternative escape route opened up for the culprit.
Are you kidding me?
Judging by the intense look in your eyes, I take it you're serious. Very well then, Mr. Wright, do tell. Where could the culprit have gone from the museum corridor besides Boarding Lounge 2?
Outside.
To launch site or like the
Anywhere
circle surrounding?
in the outer circle.
Yeah, anywhere.
Take that!
We found something odd while investigating the museum corridor this afternoon. Namely, a few dead leaves on the floor. Considering where dead leaves come from, they point us to exactly where the culprit escaped to.
Oh, where?
Yes, I've never seen those leaves myself. Do you mean...
Also, front-facing shocked Apollo is concerning.
Yep, while the Space Museum was in motion, just beyond the corridor's safety door, was an alternative place that the culprit could use to escape. Slappa! In other words, the culprit's real escape route was the area outside the Space Center.
Freaking
Insane!
Freaking, you're insane.
Do you know how impossible that would be? The corridor is level with the 3rd floor. Even if the culprit tried to leap onto the outside wall of the space building center, they would fall to their death.
Objection!
Objection! Ordinarily, yes.
However, I'm made of steel. Wait a minute.
However, look upon me.
Peak physical.
You may not like it. But after the bombing incident, the culprit could make use of a certain item.
And what item was it exactly, Mr. Wright?
Alright, this is what the culprit used to leap to the outside wall of the main building. It's easy. It's easy.
Is it
Come
easy?
on. It's easy.
You want me to go to the second page?
I do want you to go to the second page.
Do you want me to not be slow about this?
I do. Pick the fucking ladder.
Take that!
An emergency ladder? No, an emergency step ladder.
No.
All right, I'm
There was an
kicking out and taking over the prosecutor role.
There was an emergency ladder in the 4th floor robotics lab. Yeah, he's off the hook now. He can join the prosecution, right?
I guess that's true.
Yeah. And it was used that day after the explosions to help evacuate people. Miss Blackwell herself used that ladder to escape down to ground level. Recall that the launch pads were switched after the ladder was lowered.
Oh.
The corridor would have passed by the ladder while the pads were being switched. And that's when the culprit literally sprang into action. And leapt onto the ladder.
Who could have imagined?
Order! Order in the court! Well, an alternative escape route seems to have emerged.
Which means someone other than Miss Sykes could have been the culprit, right?
Objection!
Making things up on the fly in an attempt to sway the court again, are we, Mr. Wright?
Well, to be fair, Edgeworth, one haven't said not words.
Your theory has so many holes it puts Swiss cheese to shame.
All right, then. Name one.
I have here detailed information about the Space Center. According to this, the distance between the museum corridor and the main building during movement is a full 20 feet.
20 feet? Oh, you're pulling my leg, right? Oh.
In addition, the corridor is 3 floors from the ground, or roughly 50 feet. What's more, the culprit would be leaping to a precarious place. An unstable ladder.
Yeah.
Human beings feel fear in dangerous situations. It's basic survival instinct. Ooh, you dug your own grave there, Edgeworth. An ordinary person who feels fear would certainly hesitate before jumping.
Why are you talking about this, Edgeworth? What are you trying to say?
Or even freeze in fear and not jump at all.
Objection!
Objection! Hang on. But the culprit had just murdered someone. They weren't in an ordinary state of mind.
Objection!
Nevertheless, why would they have taken that kind of risk? They could have waited for the switch to be complete and escaped to boarding lounge 2.
Objection!
Objection! Because there was a security camera in boarding lounge 2. Okay, I get it. The culprit knew that they would be recorded if they left the Space Museum that way.
Objection!
In that case, the culprit could have hidden in the museum until things settled down. And then blended in with the other people after the museum was opened.
That's a good point.
But you claim that, despite all this, the culprit took a 20-foot death-defying leap. And all in the brief moment the corridor and the ladder passed by each other.
That's also a good point.
They would have needed a running start while the corridor was moving to make that jump. If the timing was off or if they couldn't jump far enough, it would have been instant death. What kind of person would attempt something like that?
Stop bringing up good points, Edward! Stop it!
What kind of person would do that, right? This true culprit of yours is nothing but a figment of your imagination.
Why do you always have to point out every flaw?
Edward's right. That does sound pretty insane. The culprit had to been someone who feels no fear. Like a stuntman.
But everyone feels fear on some level, right?
Wait a minute.
Line not necessary. Aha! I've got it this time. I can prove that there is someone who could have used this alternate escape route.
Oh, can you now?
Yeah. This proves the possibility of a person who could have used this alternative escape route. Yes.
What's that, Mr. Wright?
This is a certain person's very interesting psych profile. Mr. Edgeworth, can you tell me more about the subject doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. In other words, this person doesn't feel happiness, sadness, or fear.
Doesn't feel fear?
Right? You can't be serious.
Without the constraint of fear.
You're a little close here, buddy.
Well, I'm
You're-
a little close.
You're a little
No, 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 no.
close.
No justice, no justice, no justice. He could easily do what an ordinary person wouldn't dare. Just as you or I could do a broad jump on the ground without the slightest fear. This subject could make a 20-foot leap, 50 feet up in the air. He could choose this extreme way of escaping without hesitation.
So you're saying that person without fear? The alternative route would be quicker. I mean, the chance that they would be spotted? That's definitely pretty extreme, Mr. Wright.
But there was such a person there at the scene. Was there such a person there at the scene?
Yes, the Phantom, that mysterious, shadowy figure who keeps popping up.
Oh dear.
The Phantom. Again?
Again. I've been pressing the wrong buttons.
I knew the Phantom was there behind the scenes of the Space Center bombing, but I wasn't sure if he was connected to the murder of Clay Turan as well. However, now it's all clear. Slap it. The Phantom is the one who not only bombed the Space Center, but also killed Mr. Turan.
What?
Wow, you're finishing each other's sentences. Wait, you're not Phoenix. Order in the court! Order, I say! Mr. Wright! Please continue.
Okay. There were just too many similarities between this case and the one from 7 years ago. But why, you may ask? It can only be because both incidents were the work of the same Phantom.
So then this Phantom is the one who killed Clay? But who is he?
Just who is that masked man?
This Phantom has been haunting this case, pulling the strings in the background.
It was me, Bobby Fulbright. No.
No!
Master
Mask!
Oh my god!
Oh, no,
Who could
I'm
this
sorry. Mask! Damask!
Oh my god. Who could this unidentified international spy be?
Right? This escape route must have been part of the Phantom's plan from the start. As was tricking Director Cosmos into switching the launch pads. The bomb on the second floor was meant to make the elevators and stairs unusable. That's why he gave advance warning and planted the bombs where he did.
Yes, I think you're right. But it doesn't explain this one last thing. So I lowered my...
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the investigation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms?
The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder. But he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be.
So you mean the Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used?
That's right.
Who could it be?
Wait a minute.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
Miss Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told to by the detective leading the...
Bobby, no.
Oh!
It was me, Bobby Fulbright!
No, Bobby!
You've got to be kidding me.
Did you figure it out right? Do you know who the Phantom is? I just wanted to say the first time I made that joke, I was fully kidding.
Yes, I do.
Who is it? Who killed Clay?
Our mystery spy, known as the Phantom, is none other than...
God
Oh my
damn.
god. You're joking.
Shit.
There's no way.
I think it is.
After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell ya. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
His objective was to secure his own escape route. We lowered an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escaped that way. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too and headed to the shelter. This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he's without emotion.
Take that!
Aha! What? Are you safe?
You mean the Phantom is...
Detective Fulbright?
Exactly! We were all taken in by his fake persona. Detective Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom!
Bobby?
I hate this.
Order in the court! Mr. Wright, how could this be?
That's easy, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright was leading the 4th floor evacuation effort. Our first clue is that he made no attempt to have any other ladder put to use. The ladder in the robotics lab is the only one he ordered to be lowered. The second is that he directed everybody to the basement shelter via this ladder.
Verily.
Verily.
Miles.
Dork.
He's trying a new word. Let him have it.
Look yon.
I say.
Verily, it was all a part of his plan to create an escape route.
Forsooth, after Detective Fulbright saw to it that the ladder was lowered from the robotics lab.
Prithee tell me, Sir Wright.
He went to the lounge where he killed Clay Turan and escaped into the Space Museum. The museum started moving slowly, so he waited for the right time, got a running start. And just as the corridor was passing the ladder, he leapt onto it.
I don't believe it. That addlepated detective did all that?
Was really him? I mean, all this time I thought it was a bit of a dunderhead.
Addlepated.
Sorry, we didn't catch your name?
My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright, the heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase, it's injustice we trust.
Then, his concern for Simon was also just one big act?
I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society again.
It's the vacuum bot in the back.
So I can't just sit by and watch him give in to his emotions and tear the defendant apart.
Injustice is justice. Good job, chat. That's the next title.
That monster killed Clay? He had me completely fooled.
A fool breaks.
Come to think of it, he was the one who brought that bloodstained lighter in court, too. The scumbag even made me turn into on Athena. Then how did I fall for that?
For him to have wormed his way into the police department as well. Ugh.
Your Honor, the defense demands to question Detective Bobby Fulbright.
Yes, I agree that we need to hear from him right away. The court will take a short recess, and then Detective Fulbright will take the stand. So, there's another reason why people like to do the DLC case a little early.
Why?
Well, huh? Bobby there?
Bobby.
Yeah.
Or just Pearl.
That true. Anyways, it's 5:13 p.m.
Jesus.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. If it wasn't for everything you did, I...
Don't thank me yet. We still have an uphill battle to fight.
You got it, boss.
Oh, he's sad now. You stepped on the puppy's tail.
No.
Step on his hotel.
Apollo!
The puppy didn't make the couch.
Oh, well, this is awkward.
Athena, can you do me a favor?
Apollo, I've seen the
What's that?
future. Ow.
Huh?
Eh?
What is it?
Could you punch me, please?
What? Why should I do that?
I want to even out my eyes. Oh, because I should have believed in you. The seed of doubt inside me will get the best of me. I'm really sorry I didn't trust you.
Don't be such a dope! I was really touched by what you did.
Huh? Now what are you talking about?
We went over this.
I just said that.
You did.
Whoa.
Crazy mashing.
You took the time and effort to genuinely think about who I am and what I'm made of. After all that, how could I punch a true friend like you, Apollo?
You didn't have any trouble slapping him a few seconds ago.
Thanks, Athena. And thank you for waking me up to reality again.
Guess I know now who to call if I ever get sleepy in court.
You can take the eye patch off now.
It looks like you have some promise. No, I don't think that's me.
No. Wonder.
Who would it be?
Winder.
Oh,
What?
probably Edgeworth.
Oh, okay. Couldn't tell. Looks like you have some promising young people working under you.
The glasses are back.
Yeah.
Edward.
I can see again.
Yeah, I think they're pretty great myself, and they're not afraid to keep me in line.
Anyway, I have some very good news. World Blackwell has surrendered and the hostages have been set free.
Sure seen all the others? Oh, thank goodness.
Miss Blackwell said that she had something she really needed to do. So I granted her special permission to do whatever she must.
I wonder what it is.
Hi.
She punches Apollo.
Miss Blackwell.
I didn't come to apologize, if that's what you're thinking. My actions are what allowed the truth of what happened 7 years ago to come to light. But I did come back because I had something to say to all of you.
I'm sorry, but just flee the country. Oh, well, she's doing a bad job of it.
Clonko!
Miss Aura.
She better not be here to complain about something.
Miss Blackwell, I want to apologize to you. The fact that you couldn't trust the court system is our fault.
Yes, it's true the courts are filled with incompetent idiots. Still, I suppose I could let you handle the rest of this case for me.
Oh, Miss Aura, does this mean you're trying to trust the system again? Please, no. Please.
Here it comes. Oh.
No, of course not. Be quiet, hunk of junk. It's just, I wouldn't mind if you were the ones who took Midas's killer down.
Leave it to us. We'll get him.
So I guess that means she's starting to trust us at least.
Aura.
Simon, I'm so glad both you and the princess were cleared of all suspicion. And it's all thanks to me and my robots. You'd better be grateful.
I never imagined you would go that far. Though you always were extreme. But I don't recall ever requesting your help.
As closed as ever, I see. Well, now that you've been released, I guess it's my turn to go live in the slammer. I just hope you're not the prosecutor for my trial. You'd probably give me the death penalty.
Please.
What does that please signify, Clonko?
Uh-oh.
You know me.
No.
You know me all too well.
I guess love can take on a variety of expressions, including stunted in their case.
I truly was about to be executed tomorrow. Though, because of you, it looks like I won't be crossing the sticks just yet. You have my heartfelt thanks, Aura. I'm sorry I caused you so much anguish.
Simon.
Oh.
I'm so glad, Simon. So very glad to hear you say that.
Aura.
All right, that's enough of that. Barfaleaf, take me to the detention center.
Oh, that Boffleaf. Always way too much energy. What Miss Blackwell did was inexcusable. But it's clear she did it out of love for her brother.
I still can't wrap my mind around Detective Fulbright being the Phantom.
I can't believe he killed Clay.
Right. And murdered my mentor, which brought great distress upon little Athena. Chief Prosecutor.
Yes?
I would ask a favor. Would you allow me to stand at the prosecutor's bench for this trial? I wish to claim the Phantom's head by my own hand.
Conflict of interest?
Yes.
That was my plan all along, after all.
Oh no.
Apollo? This is not an official courtroom.
That's true.
It was true.
Oh no, the sword is legal.
It's highly unconventional for a man of my position to stand in court.
Sir,
The formal paperwork has yet to be filed, but you are hereby conditionally released. Please take the prosecutor's bench in your official capacity and uncover the truth by your own hand.
I'm much obliged. The day to part with these has come at last.
Oh yeah?
Chief Prosecutor, Could you? How long have I waited? Maybe it's a sense of freedom, but even the air seems fresher, the light brighter. And I will relish slashing that blackguard Fulbright to shreds without mercy.
I don't have to be able to read his heart to see how happy he is. Happy.
This is the face of a happy man.
Happy mess.
I'm so glad, but I won't cry just yet. After all, we've got a trial to finish.
It's okay to cry, Athena. I promise.
I'm crying with my right eye only. Black Quill, Mr. Wright. Please avenge Clay's death for me.
What are you talking about, Apollo? You're coming to the defense bench with me. I thought Phoenix was like, I'm leaving too. I'm out.
I am.
Well, I can't expect Athena to assist me now, can I? She's the defendant. That leaves you, Apollo.
Are you sure you want me? I took a leave of absence and everything.
Well, our office is pretty short-handed, and you're all I've got.
Thank you, Mr. Wright.
Apollo,
You know, I can see it with all in my heart now. I believe in complete innocence. And now we're going to prove it to the world.
thank you, Apollo. I know you can do it.
We can do it after
So,
this cutscene.
You won't be needing
Oh.
that eye patch anymore, right? Right.
Take it off.
Because I'm fine now.
He's fine!
So I'm fine now.
You still have broken
The
bones.
coat's kind of cool.
How much? Man.
A
Oh,
lot.
his arms.
You're still. You were in an
He's
explosion,
still
dude.
injured. No, he's better now.
I may have been an
got
explosion.
The
Anime
power
healed.
of friendship
I'm
healed
Apollo
him.
Justice, and I'm fine.
This is the power of the truth and friendship and anime. Now this is the Apollo I know.
Welcome back, Apollo.
It's almost time for the trial to restart, though it looks like you have things well in hand.
Yup.
Now I should head back to the prosecutor's office.
You're not gonna stick around to see the end? But why?
I want to look into a few things, namely, the first people on the scene 7 years ago, the facial data registered by the robot, and Detective Fulbright's background.
Yeah, sounds great, Edgeworth. Thanks.
I expect to be repaid with a victory right now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay. You two all set to go?
Yeah, you bet I am.
Let's do this.
Let's go right now.
Here we go. This is it. The final battle.
We're going into it.
The murder of Apollo's friend. The courtroom bombing incident.
Dealing with it right now. Trauma, M-rated.
And the case that ushered in the dark age of the law 7 years ago. Destiny has called us to bring the one responsible for it all to justice today.
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 Right now.
Oh shit!
Today.
Where's
Today.
where's the two
December
continued?
20th.
Where's your fucking save point, sir?
Give me that save point. I guess I'll manually
save
save.
your-
You fucking.
Wait, hit the but we need music.
We do need music. Hold on. I'm just afraid of cutscene. No cutscene.
I know. Hop, 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 hop.
Up, 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 up.
There we
Music.
Music. There we go. Another save.
Great.
So.
Are we doing it today? No.
No.
go. No, we're not doing it today.
We sadly had to call it for now. I'm also dead
Yeah.
tired. So.
Yeah, but that was fun.
Get some rest.
Bobby.
Yeah, it was Bobby.
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 Damn it,
Bobby.
Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby.
So.
You guys are trying to create this Bobby X Black Will joke, and I'm just like, this is gonna be really interesting in the future.
Yeah.
You knew, didn't you?
We
That's
knew.
right,
I knew, I
you
played the game.
manipulated your emotion.
Oh.
I manipulated your emotions.
I knew you would. But yeah, people love Bobby. Such
Yeah,
a shame.
That's true, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah.
He's not fucking gumshoe.
That's right, pal.
And he never will be.
I am more. Well, you can mention it later. But
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
what kind of soup was it?
Yeah, Bobby soup.
Bobby soup.
Bobby soup.
Rated
Bobby
M
Phantom
soup.
soup.
Rated M.
Soup.
How did
Soup.
How did they miss that guy in the recording soup?
Great
Soup.
question.
They spilled soup on the recording.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
why.
true.
But yeah, tomorrow at normal stream time, we are going
I
back to
think
Dark
that's-
Side Detective.
Oh wait, is that right? I was about to say Resident Evil. Do we not have Resident Evil this week?
It's Sunday, I
My
think.
No, that's on
Oh,
Saturday.
okay,
at 7
that's
p.m., but
Oh, okay. Look forward to that. Hell yeah.
Wait, no, wait. It's Saturday,
It
not
is Saturday.
Sunday. I almost
Saturday.
ruined Baldur's Gate.
Oh my gosh.
Jay
Yeah,
would
look
have
forward to it.
forgiven me.
Dark Side tomorrow, RE8 the next day.
Yeah.
No murder. No murder. Hold off, soldier.
Hold off. But we should probably let you go, Jay,
not
shouldn't we?
yet.
Yeah,
Yes.
I gotta run.
Yeah.
Right, it timed out really well.
Yeah.
Most likely the finale next time. Hopefully
Boy.
soon.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks?
Ah.
See.
2 weeks?
Well, you know,
Good night,
next week is
everybody.
your busy week,
2
but
weeks.
you know.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone!
Bye.
Good night.